Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys. Sorry I didn't post much. It's just been busy. And so yeah, today's video is just gonna be a little simple gold neutral tone fall makeup look. The messy bun is back in action. Couldn't be bothered to fix my hair. It looked cuter earlier, but it is currently 1 a.m. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Be sure to leave me comments and subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's do what it do and get into this video. Okay, first I'm going to moisturize my skin. So we're going to take this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. Looks like this. I'm just going to squeeze it onto my fingers. Take about that much. And work it into my skin. I have used this moisturizer before. I like it. It's nothing like super special. Just thought I'd switch it up a little bit. Now we're gonna prime. So for primer, I'm gonna do a little concoction. I'm gonna take my Touch n Soul No Pore Bloom Primer and my Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. Take a drop of my SJ Clinicals Manuka Honey Serum. And I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand. So, we'll do about that much Wander Beauty. Like a squirt of Touch n Soul. I'm going to take, we'll do 3 drops. Woo, she's running. I'm gonna work it into the skin. I already know I love these 2 primers by themselves, and this SJ Clinicals Manuka Honey Serum. I got this at TJ Maxx probably last year. I've used a pretty good amount of it and I like it. I mean, I always use it, so I think that's saying something. Actually, before we move on to foundation, I'm going to go in with this Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I got this, Boxy Charm sent this to me because I referred one of my friends to it and she used my code. So that was cool. I'm just going to take a little bit and just press it under my eye. Okay, so I'm actually going to take my face mask applicator that's super dirty, but whatever. And I'm going to take a little bit of this Farsali Jelly Beam Illuminator. This one is in the shade Glow Up. It's like literally a jelly highlighter. I think it's just so cool. I'm going to take just kind of put it everywhere. And you do have to work pretty fast with this product because it does dry down like, not powdery, but it dries down. And you can wear this on top of powders, which is really nice. Moving on to foundation. I'm going to do a little drugstore mix. That's all we've been doing, concoctions. But I'm going to take my usual L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear in the shade 425 Linen. And I'm also going to take this Maybelline Birthday Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Okay. Taking my dirty Eco Tool sponge whatever. Okay, so moving on to concealer. I'm just gonna use Shape Tape because it's what's in front of me. So looks like this, and it's in the shade Fair. So I'm just gonna draw my usual chicken feet in triangles. I did order some new makeup from Ulta. It's supposed to be here on Monday. So I'm excited about that. I feel like it's been a minute since I bought my own makeup. I've really been going heavy on the subscription boxes lately. So again, taking my damp beauty sponge and blending it out. Taking it on my eyelids. Set underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light Fair. So like usual, blending the under eye out. I'm going straight in with the powder on the sponge. So I'm not going to bake underneath my eye. I don't feel like I need to today. And I am going to take a different powder and go in and set the rest of my face. I'm going to take my Becca Hydra Mist powder. Yeah, I think this is just the translucent one. I know they have two shades, but taking this this fluffy motor brush. I'm just going to set the face and work the powder in. So once you have your foundation set, I am going to go in with bronzer. And for contour and bronzer and all of that, I'm just going to use one palette. I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit, taking the shade Java. I'm going to go in with this Firmo 102 brush. It's just a nice little blending brush, taking that same shade. And just blending it in. Just a little better. Then this powder is looking very ashy, so I'm going to try and mend this. I'm going to take these light shades out of the Anastasia contour palette, and I'm going to see if I can just tone down the ashiness a little bit. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this contour on my forehead. Okay, so before I even move on, I'm going to go in with my MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to spray my face just to see if I can kind of tone some of the powderiness and cakiness down. Because for whatever reason, I'm not sure what's causing it, but it's because I've used all of these products like 100 times. So. And I'm also going to just take a little bit of this Pixie Skin Treat Glow Mist. It is 11:17 p.m. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to jump off camera and I'm going to do my brows. Just going to be using the same products I usually do. My Anastasia Dip Brow Gel, and her Clear Brow Gel. So, I'll be right back. Okay. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, And I carved out the bottom, so I just went ahead and primed the rest of my lid. I used my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. Since we are doing a fall look, I am actually just gonna I'm gonna mix palettes. I'm gonna go in with my very beat up Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm also gonna dip into my Morphe James Charles palette. So strictly Morphe eyeshadows in this video. First color I'm gonna start out with is this transition shade right here. I don't know what the names are. It came with a little clear sleeve, but I lost that long ago. So Lexi 250 large blending brush. That is very dirty. I know, you don't gotta tell me. And we're just gonna go ahead and that's a lot more fingertip than I thought. I lied, not using that brush anymore. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M504 brush. It's just this large blending brush. I'm just blending it out. Going into this like yellowy shade right here with that same brush, and I'm gonna go a little higher up, and just see if I can warm up the edges a little bit. Okay. Taking a little smaller of a brush, I'm going to take my Morphe R37 brush. I've had this brush for so long. It's so beat up, but it's like, I feel like these gold, like the rose gold ones, are really good quality because I've had this one and a few bigger brushes for a long time and they've lasted me so long. So next, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is this big pan. It's like a warm brown shade. I'm going to take it on that brush, tap off the excess, and going straight into my crease. Like a little lower than the additional shadow we laid down. I'm just going to blend that back and forth. And notice how I'm holding my brush at the end, just because when you're blending you want to use, it's better to use less product. Go in with a little bit of product and blend that like gently or lightly, rather than going super heavily and like hold your brush here and like, you know, go ham. You know, it's blending takes time. I'm gonna go in with that first blending brush we used, the Morphe M504 brush, and start blending some more. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be blended. This is the Morphe M537 brush. And we're gonna take this brown right. No, we're not gonna take that one actually. And we're gonna go into my very beat up, very loved Jaclyn Hill palette. We're gonna take this shade right here, and we're gonna try and focus most of the product straight into the crease. So that's why I grabbed a little bit of a skinnier brush, just because I want the majority of this color, I want it darkest in the crease. And using super tiny circular motions, we're gonna blend. I really need to wash my makeup brushes. Like, it's ridiculous. Usually I can go like a few months because I have like backups for my backups. But my backups for my backups are so dirty. And then doing the same on the other side with Mocha. Same brush. Focusing the majority of the shadow in the crease. So staying in Jaclyn's palette, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M433 brush, which looks like this. It's even skinnier than the last brush we used. And I'm going to go in with this super dark brown shade, Central Park. And this one I'm going to focus, I'm just going to pack all over the outer corner. Oh snap. And what I like to do when I go in with the super dark shades is I like to take my fluffy brush and just like pack all the product on to where I really want it, closest to my lash line, just like this. And then I like to take one of the brushes I used to blend. Usually it's the brush I used previous, and then just because it has some of the lighter shade, and then I blend that out and blend up, but don't take it all the way up. Okay, so I'm not gonna do a full cut crease, but I am gonna carve out just the corner of my lids, and I'm gonna do that with a very small brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Morphe M213 brush. It's just a tiny detail brush, and I'm gonna take my Shape Tape, put a little bit on the back of my head. So taking that little brush, getting a little bit of product, I'm going to put it right here on my inner corner. And then just look up. And that'll give you a guideline. Okay, so once you do your little cut crease in the corner of your eye, you can go in with whatever shade you want, really. I'm going to do some gold. So out of the James Charles palette with my little, where did it go? You guys, I have lost it. Oh, whatever. I'm going to take that same Morphe M213 brush that we used to cut the crease. I'm going to take this light gold shade here, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to focus it mainly at the very inner portion. I found it. Taking our Morphe M431 pencil brush and that light gold shade, like I said, focusing it on the inner portion of our little half cut crease. And I like to drag it to my inner corner because I'm going to highlight it anyway. So yeah. And I'm going to take that on, this Farrah 205 Fly Wings brush. truthfully, it'll probably be best to use your finger and pack the shadow on, but I've got claws on, so we're going to use a brush. And I'm actually going to spray my brush with the Fix Plus. Shadows really don't need it, but I want them to perform at their best. So that's a pretty shade. So I'm packing this kind of like as a transition between your mocha shade and like the lighter part of the cut crease. I am going to go in with a lighter gold to put in between this darker shade and the lighter gold we placed earlier. So same for this side. Groovy. So shade right here, which is a light champagne gold shade. Taking that same brush, packing the product on, and just
place that not over the light shade we originally laid down, but kind of over the
you're just gonna blend. That's basically what you're doing. You're just using shimmers to make a gradient of color so it doesn't look as harsh. Okay, so once you have your gold shades blended to your liking, you're gonna take one of the blending brushes you used earlier to blend the brown, and kind of just go through the corners here. Okay, so moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take another Morphe brush. This video is not sponsored, I just have a lot of Morphe brushes. This is the M506 brush. It's just a little tiny blending brush, which is nice for your lower lash line. In this big pan, and I'm gonna run it. It is a little bit, but I'm gonna run it under my okay, no, I lied. That shade's a little too red. I'm gonna go back in this Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm gonna take Mocha, and I'm probably going to take a little bit of Central Park and do it in the outer corner of my lower lash line. So to highlight my inner corner, I'm going to take my Huda Beauty highlighting palette, and I'm going to take this first shade right here, Santorini. Just like so. So I'm going to do a wing. Actually, that's a lie. I'm just going to take my I'm going to take my eyeliner and I'm going to line just my top lash line. I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to kind of just line it. It's definitely not even, definitely not perfect, but my battery's gonna die again, so, and I feel like this video is super long. So yeah, that just helps to blend your real lashes with your false lashes and also make them look a little thicker. So off camera, I'm gonna put on my Kiss eyelashes. These are just the 01 style. And I'll be right back. So I went ahead and did my highlight and my lips off camera. On my lips I just have my Makeup Forever and Stila liquid lips mixed together. No gloss, just left it matte. I didn't put blush on in this look just because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just don't do blush. But I used my Huda Beauty highlighting palette. I just used Santorini and I just did a little bit, so nothing major. And yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Be sure to leave me comments down below on what you'd like to see. Like this video, share it, tell your mom about it, tell your friends, watch it with your kid. Do something with it. And yeah, has this been on the shirt the whole time? Whatever, the video's almost done anyway. So yeah, subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.